Batik, an Indonesia's cultural heritage. Batik is a technique of wax resist dyeing applied to the cloth. It is also the cloth decorated using this way. It is served as the inspirations for the batik tradition in Malaysia and also the contemporary traditions that developed in Europe. In this video, we'll take you to a journey to getting to know Indonesian batik.
Batik is one of Indonesia's cultural heritage that presents the identity of the nations in the world. It is believed that batik tradition in its simplest form originates in 10th century Java. For centuries, the complexity and diversity of its pattern became more developed. Until 17th centuries, the use of batik was limited to royal family and palace society. Afterwards, batik slowly became an inseparable part of life for the people in the island of Java and its surroundings. For us Indonesians, batik is not just a fabric or decoration. From the day we are welcomed into this world, our mother wrapped us in batik. Whenever we need a little comfort, we will be tucked in batik shawl and be carried around by our mother. It is the feeling that we'll never forget. Batik also holds important part in the wedding. There are some special pattern of batik to be used by bride, groom, and their parents on their wedding day, and all of them have different meaning.
For the bride and groom, they usually use Sido pattern, like Sido Mulyo, that means wishes for the marriage to be happy ever after. Meanwhile, the parents use Turuntum pattern, which symbolize endless love and how the parents will guide the children to stepping in marriage life. Batik making involves a complex process. As the first step, the batik crafter draws the pattern on the fabric, be it cotton or silk, with pencil. Some follow the existing patterns, but there are batik crafters who also make their own creation. After the pattern is drawn, the fabric is ready to be applied with wax. The wax must be melted on the skillet over the stove. After the wax is melted, the artisan uses a special tool called canting to carefully apply the wax following the pattern that has been drawn. The wax is used to prevent the pattern be exposed to color in dyeing process where the fabric is soaked in dyed water. It was women who have been the most involved with the making and wearing of batik through centuries. Before the 19th century, the role of men was reserved as designers and merchants, but the inventions of wax printing stamp at the end of the century has increased the involvement of men in batik production. The current dyeing process mostly uses synthetic dye, but there's a growing trend to go back to nature by utilizing natural color from plant extract. The process of wax application and coloring are done repeatedly until desired outcome is achieved.
In Indonesia, there are thousands of batik patterns. From Aceh to Papua, each region has distinctive batik that embodies its own creativity, history, and also the lives of people in the area. It is not just varied by the pattern, but also the unique color that is used in the batik.
Batik can be grouped based on different aspects. In terms of origin, there are two main groups, batik pedalaman or inland batik and batik pesisir or coastal batik. Those groups have distinct pattern and color. Inland batik that's made in Yogyakarta and Solo has ornamental motifs that symbolize Hindu-Javanese cultural background. The colors are mainly brown, indigo, black, and white. Meanwhile, the coastal batik such as from Cirebon, Pekalongan, and Jambi has more influence from foreign culture and comes in nature-inspired motif. The colors are also more vibrant. Africa has a rich textile history, and cultural meanings have traditionally been associated with some of the symbols featured in the design.
there was a high demand on printed cotton. So a Dutch entrepreneur mechanized a method to make prints on batik, a popular cloth worn by Indonesia. The African textile, known as Kitenge in East Africa and Ankara in West Africa, has been indirectly influenced by Indonesian batik.
The colorful African wax print is widely used as fabric for clothes, to be worn not only to commemorate special occasions like wedding or graduations, but also during a day out.
Batik is our national identity. In formal occasion or in international fora, we use batik together with kebaya as our national attire.
Batik is also used as a means of diplomacy. Indonesian missions abroad are actively promoting batik worldwide. In the last decades, batik has grown more popular. Now, it is very common to see batik used in casual occasions.
Recognizing the important meaning of batik, UNESCO incorporates batik into the representative list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. The decision was made during the fourth session of the Intergovernmental Committee about Non-Objects Cultural Heritage on October 2, 2009 in Abu Dhabi. Since that day, we commemorate the second day of October as National Batik Day, during which Indonesian people wear batik to celebrate the recognition. Happy Batik Day!